This video is going to go over some beginning options for neutral bridges. So in Pilates, you can do an articulating bridge, which is basically kind of going into a posterior tilt, holding that scoop and coming up. But we're focusing on a neutral bridge where you have to maintain that neutral alignment throughout the whole movement. So bridges are really great for helping to train our body on spinal and pelvic stability. And then once you add some external movement, either with using the legs, it will really challenge the stability of being able to maintain your neutral spine. So please remember that you can stick with a level that works for you. If you have a hard time maintaining stability when we add leg movements, if your hips are swishing and you're not able to stay stable, take it back a level and focus on what you can do so that you're able to build that stability, and then a little bit later start to add on some movements. So it won't help you if you're rocking all over the place and you're trying to move legs and you can't stay stable. Okay, so we'll start with the basic bridge, and then I'll add on some leg movements to challenge you if you want. All right, so as always, we're going to lie back on the floor. We're going to find neutral. So for the bridge, you want to have your feet a little bit closer towards your body. You don't want to be so close that when you go up into the bridge that your knees go forward, but you want to have them a little bit closer. So here's a great opportunity to get your mind in touch with your body and to think about where your feet are, how close they are to your body. And if you also don't want them too far out, because you'll use knees and hamstrings to lift. So you want them kind of close to your body, maybe not so that you can touch, but that you're almost touching with your fingers. And then finding neutral, you want to have your neck long and your arms, the back of your arms and shoulders, slightly pressed down into the mat. Let's find neutral spine. Heels of your hands on your hip bones and the fingers on the pubic bone. Now with the fingers, there's a little fatty pad right there on top of the pubic bone. Press down, getting through that fat pad, and this is actually how you want to find the level plane with your hands. If you're just holding your hands over when you're going to find neutral, if you just place your hands here, it may look like they're neutral, or on the same plane, but when you press your fingers down, then your fingers may be lower. So press down a little bit onto the pubic bone, heels of the hands on the hip bones, your ASIS, and you can take a peek if you need to, but try to think about where your hands are. If I do a posterior pelvic tilt and push my back to the floor, I can tell my fingers are higher. And here, if I push down or go into overextension, I can tell the heel of my hand is higher. So you want to be somewhere in between, and you have that small gap of space or a gap of space under your back. Okay? So you can keep that there. You can keep one hand here if you want to be able to make sure that you're staying engaged through your core. Let's go ahead and take two fingers, put them on your hip bones, and then go in just a little bit where it gets kind of squishy. Take a breath in, so inhale. As you exhale, tighten everything up underneath those fingers. So tighten up. You should feel nice and tight under there. And then inhale. And then exhale, tighten up again. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Tighten up. And then from here, you're going to go ahead and start breathing through your rib cage. So you're going to maintain your tight tummy, your tight abs, bracing all through here. So if I'm going to drop a bowling ball on you, it would bounce off your belly. Not quite, but you get the drift. You want to be able to engage, you're braced. You still have that small gap of space that should not have changed. Back of your arms, down into the mat. You can keep one hand here. Make sure that you're engaged. Inhale through the ribs. Exhale. Push through the heel to squeeze your glutes and come up. Back of the neck stays long. The base of the bottom of the shoulder blades stays on the mat. We're not coming up so high that we bring our shoulder blades off the mat. And then inhale and set down. You should come right back into neutral. Inhale, exhale, come up. Good. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Barely tap the floor and come right back up. Squeezing your glutes. So really squeeze those buns. Keep the back of the neck long. Breathe. Imagine that you've got, well, having a tray of marbles, when you're coming up, they'll probably roll off, but you really want to keep your hips and pelvis and spine stable. So as you come up, hopefully you're not like wobbling or swishing side to side. Good. Now, if you want, if that part was hard for you, then I would suggest staying with that until you can feel like you're able to stabilize. All right, we're going to go to our first progression. So you're still in neutral, push down on the pubic bone, hands level, small gap of space, back of the neck is long, and inhale, exhale, you're going to come up, and we're going to lift one leg to tabletop, set it down, lift the other leg, and set it down. So continue alternating. Notice that I'm not bending, I'm not lifting at the knee, like I'm not straightening and lowering. The whole leg is moving from my hip bone, and I'm keeping my leg at a 90-degree angle. Try not to let your feet walk out, because as you put your feet down, it's going to be very easy to start walking away from your body. So make sure your feet come down, still kind of close. Your knee should be over your ankle. And when you bring one leg up, I want you to hold it up here. And we're going to, you should still be in neutral. Is your tummy tight? Okay? And right here, we're going to go halfway down. We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Make sure your hips aren't dropping one side to the other. Couple options here. You can either extend your leg and bring it in, so you can do an extension, or we're still holding up, so that bun should be really feeling it. And or you can just tap your toe down. I'm going to do a toe tap here. And 3, 4, are you stable? 5, abs still engaged. And 1 more. And then keep the leg up. We're going to pulse to the ceiling now, little pulses. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Ooh. Breathe. Push your lower back to the floor, stretching out your lumbar spine. You can even go ahead and just slowly Turn your head side to side so you can kind of release the tension. And back to center. We got to do the other side. So I hope you remembered which leg you had down on the ground and which one was up in the air. Make sure your feet are close to the body. Find neutral. So push down on the pubic bone and you have that small gap of space under your back. The back of the neck is long. Try not to, when you're up, try not to stabilize the body with your head and your neck. So don't tense it up. You might find it helps if you open your mouth a little bit, because if you close, you might find that you start tensing up your jaw and your neck, okay? Arms down by your side, slight pressure in the back of the shoulders and the arms. And we're going to engage our core, so take a breath in. As you exhale, tighten up, brace. You're still in neutral, and inhale and exhale, lift up, squeeze your glutes. Let's just go and do a few regular ones. Tap down, come up. 2 more. 1, 2. Now you want to make sure that you get your weight over to your other leg, your stabilizing leg, and back of the neck is long. Relax the neck, relax the jaw. And we're going to lift your other leg, and you're going to do an alternating toe tap. 8, 7, 6. Is your core still tight? 3, 2, 1. Now keep that leg up. We're going to go halfway down. Are you stable? At any point, make sure that you go back to a level if you're having a hard time maintaining stability, okay? So let's go down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. Now again, you can either extend the leg here, out and in, or we're going to tap it down. 8, 7. Again, I'm not bending and straightening at the knee. I'm moving from the hip. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Pulse to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, release, bring those knees in, push your lower back to the floor, and you can gently sway the head side to side. Ooh. Take a deep breath in and out. You can put your feet down, arms out, and drop your knees to the side. And you can turn your head to the opposite direction, just so you get a little bit more stretch here. And other side. And thank you for joining me today for this.